Get strong.
Hello guys, my name is Shazib. Welcome back to the next video on basic command in Linux tutorial. So today in this video I'm going to show you a bunch of command which you can use to view or to see your used resources or free resources in your Linux operating system. So let's get started. So the very first command that I'm going to show you today is the df command. So the df command is used to report the amount of disk space being used by your Linux file system. For example, I'm in my home directory, and now if I'm going to write the df command, it will give me this kind of output. I can see that this is my root partition, and this is the total size of the disk partition, my root partition. This is the used size of my root partition, and this is the available or the free space of your root partition. So the thing is, it's not human readable. It as you can see in this sizes used, available or total, we cannot see any units alongside with it, so that's why we cannot interpret what amount of size is used and what amount of size is free. So to make it human readable, I'm going to use a flag -h flag. So, and if you are about to press the enter, we can see in this case it's a human readable. This is my root partition. As you can see, it has 187 gigabyte size. It has 187 gigabyte size. It's of, or you can say it's of 187 gigabyte of size, and the 20 GB is used by my root partition, and this is the amount of free space. And these are other root partition which I'm not concerned about right now. So this is all about df command. I'm going to clear the screen. So now I'm going to talk about the next command, and the next command is du command. So what is du command? So the du command is used to estimate and display the disk space used by files. For example, I'm in my home directory, and if I want to display the all content of home directory, so there is downloads or desktop. I'm going inside my desktop. I want to know the total disk used by desktop. So cd desktop, and I'm into the desktop, and now I'm gonna press du command. So now press enter. As you can see, this output, and at the very last it's going to give you the estimated size used by that directory or folder. So again, this is not very human readable. To get a human readable, we are going to use a flag h similar to that we have used in the previous command. So now if we are going to write du -h, so 584 MB is the total amount of disk space that are used by my desktop folder. So you can do the similar thing in your home directory. So write cd to go to your home directory. But the thing is, there is lots of files in my home directory. So what du command gonna do, if I write du command my slash human readable and I press enter, as you can see there is a lots of file in my you could say home directory. So I don't want to, I don't want these outputs, I just want this one, that the total amount it is using, the total amount used by my home directory. So this total amount is called the summary. So to just get only the summary of that du command, we're gonna write du space minus hyphen s for summary and h for human readable. So if I press enter, you can see that I didn't get any other output. Just in the previous case, like slash test and doc whatever, I just get the summary, the summary of the folder. So if you don't want to get all of those outputs, you just want to get summary, you can use my s flag. And for human readable, to make it human readable, you're going to use h flag. So in some cases, when you use du sh command or whatever command, you're going to face there will be a warning in some cases that cannot access this file, permission denied. So what is that? So that's the warning you get when you are accessing a root privileged file. That means the file that can only be opened or accessed by root user, and you are accessing it as a simple user. So it gives you warning about cannot access that file, permission denied. So for such cases, we're going to write sudo du minus sh hyphen sh, the previous command, with the sudo. So what sudo gonna do? Sudo will add the root privileges to the command that we are using with it. In this case is du minus sh. And now if I going to press the enter, in my case there was no error previously. So in your case, if you had such error, cannot access the file, permission denied, if you will ask me password, and if you do so, it will give you only this one and not the warning, because you're accessing that file as a root user, not the simple user. So now you can access those files and you can get the summary. So that's all for du command. Amount of physical memory, that is your RAM, swap memory, and as well as the amount of buffer your Linux kernel is using. So we can just type free free here and press enter. So mem, it means memory, and of course it's physical memory, that is RAM. So this is my total total RAM that this laptop have, and it's currently used this much, and the free is this much, shared is this much, buffered or cached this much, available this much. So again, this is not that much human readable. So to make it human readable, so we are going to use k flag for kilobyte, b flag for byte, m flag for megabyte, and g flag for gigabyte, and tera flag for terabyte. So first of all, I'm going to write free, and m flag we want to see the used and free in megabyte unit. Press enter. So my laptop has 7811 MB of RAM. It has this much of used RAM, this much of free RAM. But the thing is, this doesn't come up, the free plus used doesn't sum up to be the total. The thing is, used and free doesn't have that much of importance. The importance have is buffered and available. So what buffered is? Buffered means the amount of the RAM is being used, and the available is just that amount of RAM that are free. So and if we going to use a gigabyte in this measurement, you're going to see that now the thing is memory, and you can see the used one is 0, and in the previous case you can see that used is 792 megabyte, and now it's 0. The thing with the gigabyte measurement is that it neglects whatever comes after the decimal. So if it's 1 GB, you can see it's going to be 1 GB, and if it's lesser than 1 GB, they're going to neglect it. So in this case we got 0. In here we have 2559, and in this case we should have 2.5, but it just neglected whatever comes after the decimal. Same goes for the available. So to use a megabyte flag, I think is better, the best, if you are using 8 GB or 16 GB of your RAM. So that's all for today. So we're going to clear the we are going to do a quick recap of what we have learned today. So the very first command that we have learned today is df command. So df command is used to report the amount of disk being used by your Linux file system. In other words, you can use this command to view your used space and your free space or available space, and to make that it human readable, we have used a flag h. So the next command is the du command. And in du command we have learned that it used to estimate and display the amount of size used by any folder. So again, it's not very human readable. To make it a human readable, we used a flag h, and to get only the summary of the output, we used a s flag. And the next command is free command, and the free command is used to get your used or free physical resources, your swap memory, your buffer size. Again, it's not very human readable. To make it human readable, we have used many flags like B for byte, K for kilobyte, M for megabyte, and G for gigabyte, and TERA for terabyte. And we have learned that if you are using 16 or 8 GB of RAM, megabyte flag is better for the interpretation. So that's all. If you like our video, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you. Bye.